Today, we're back in the studio after traveling to Minneapolis for the DNC summer meeting. Of course, it was in Minneapolis 2 days ago when a mass shooting at Annunciation Catholic School claimed the lives of 2 students and injured 17 more. All of us at the DNC are heartbroken. It's been a tragic week for the city of Minneapolis, and it comes on the heels of a tragic year. We continue to grieve the loss of Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark to politically motivated gun violence. Our prayers are with the victims, the survivors, and their loved ones in Minnesota. Our thanks are with the brave first responders who raced to the scene. And we recommit to our effort to end gun violence once and for all. I'm Hannibal Davin, Deputy Communications Director for the Democrats and your host for today. It's Friday, August 29th, and this is the Democrats' Daily Blueprint. This week, key special elections were held in Iowa, California, and Alabama for important state legislative seats. In all 3 races, Democrats either won or overperformed. In Iowa, Democrat Caitlin Dray won in a district that Trump carried by 10 points in 2024. With her victory, she officially broke the Republican majority in the state Senate, which means that Democrats will have a seat at the table when it comes to appointments and key legislation over the next 2 years. In California and Alabama, Democratic candidates Chris Schultz and Alexandria Braswell both achieved impressive overperformances in 2024 Trump districts. Now, these 3 elections mean that since the beginning of the year, Democrats across the country have won or overperformed in 39 out of 40 key elections. And the average margin of overperformances in state legislative elections, 16 points compared to last year. So what does this mean in practice? It means that voters in Omaha, Nebraska, and San Antonio, Texas, went to the polls and elected Democratic mayoral candidates, ensuring that local residents had a voice at City Hall. It means that voters in Wisconsin showed up and fought back when billionaire Elon Musk tried to buy a state Supreme Court seat by flooding the campaign with millions in personal spending. As Trump continues to wreak havoc on our country, taking the economy, deploying the military on American streets, and purging generals and federal officials who oppose him, the American people are increasingly disappointed with Trump's agenda, which is clearly designed to benefit himself and his wealthy backers while screwing over everyone else. And all across the country, Americans have fought back at rallies, at protests, and yes, at the ballot box by electing Democrats who will stand up and fight back, not roll over and bend the knee. After all, as Democrats, we're for an economy that works for all of us, for billionaires paying their fair share. Crazy concept. And for safe communities and common sense gun laws. We're for freedom to choose, freedom to love, and freedom to speak out against those you disagree with. But most of all, we're for American greatness, but not Donald Trump's vision of greatness that is limited to the ultra wealthy few. We're for greatness as measured by how many families have health care, how many can afford childcare, and how many can get the keys to their first home and turn their ideas into a successful business. We're for American values, both at home and abroad. And when we turn on the news and see something that just isn't right, whether it's a president firing civil servants that aren't loyal to him, or school children scarred by the sound of gunfire, then time and time again, you will find Democrats getting off the sidelines and taking action. And we hope that you join us. Why? Because it's going to take all of us to turn the tide and right these wrongs. So if you're watching this and wondering how you can get involved, go to our website, democrats.org/takeaction. Learn about our plans to organize everywhere, compete everywhere, and win anywhere. Thanks for joining us today for this episode of the Daily Blueprint. It's Labor Day on Monday, so we'll be back on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern on the DNC's YouTube page. Until then.